So just to give you kind of the idea, we will build out a workflow of Hadoop-specific operators in RapidMiner, which each one of those operators is utilizing different tools available on your HDFS, whether that's Hive, Impala, Mahout, Spark, Pig, Yarn, MapReduce. We're not, all of those included but not limited to. And so we have specific operators that instead of being coded in Java and running in memory, they're coded in these languages and they're meant to be run on Hadoop. Note about Hadoop, it's a native process pushdown, so you'll build the process in RapidMiner, but you'll run it on the actual HDFS or the Hadoop cluster itself. What that means is there's no installation on Hadoop. We utilize the tools already available on top of Hadoop, and instead of taking the data to the machine learning, we send the machine learning to the data. It's great. All you have to do is establish a connection between Hadoop and RapidMiner, and you're good to go. So again, those workflows, putting it all together, you've got RapidMiner Radoop on top, which is all of your operators inside of RapidMiner Studio. You've got your Hadoop cluster on the bottom. Everything in between are all the tools that RapidMiner and Hadoop utilizes in order to leverage machine learning on a big data environment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce back into RapidMiner really quick. So we quickly built out the Titanic demo in-memory operators. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our Radoop folder here, and I would be able to say, okay, I'll need a Radoop nest. If we had the Titanic data sitting there, I could grab it from my Hive. I can quickly say names and roles. I had a set role operator in there. I had select attributes in there, and I should have a filter examples. There it is. So I would quickly be able to build out this exact demo that we did, and now in Hive operators that specifically run on Hadoop. So there's that. The next step would be I need a validation. Inside of that validation, I would need performance classification, and I would need the apply model. I would also need a model to run. In this case, I'll grab the decision tree that runs on Spark, which is perfect. Down here, I've got the apply model. I tried performance in twice. Which is the actual Hive apply model. So the Hadoop operator is showing up down in my wisdom of crowds, which is perfect. And then I go ahead and hook all of these up. And this would be that exact same process that we ran if I was pulling the Titanic data here. And so I've got a Hadoop tab here. I've got a couple VMs that I have a single node cluster on. I can quickly establish a new Hadoop connection by coming into here, add new connection, add connection, and of course we support all of the different Hadoop structures, as well as you'd be able to hook up whatever ports you need, enable any Spark or Hive settings that you're currently utilizing, so on and so forth. So once you have a connection established, you'd be able to look at the data sitting on your data lake, and then be able to pull metadata into RapidMiner and work with that data in memory, or work with that metadata in memory, and then finally establish a Hadoop process that you want to run over your Hadoop. Hit run, and it sends this all to your cluster and runs on your cluster.